Happy Sunday, folks. Another beautiful morning. We're outside. The gladiolus are blooming. The tomatoes are booming. And yeah, we got 3 shows this week. Friday, we're gonna be up in Plattsburgh. We're gonna be at the Koffee Kat espresso bar. And then on Saturday, we got a double header. During the day, I'm gonna be at the Harmony of Art Festival. Whew, too much Bob's Burgers. I got a 12:45 set. And then that evening, my friend Alicia Macier VanScoy and myself will be at Mojo's in Troy. Come on down. You can get a ticket right now for $10, or it's $12 at the door. Or at the end of the month, on the 29th, I'll be back up in North Creek. I'll be at Becks. I'll either be under one of the lean-tos, or I'll be inside in the yurt if the weather isn't too favorable. But yeah, what a nice morning. The humidity is very little to speak of. And that's just how I like it. I don't want it thick so early. Plants don't like it. They get the powdery mildew and other stuff. Sticky plant stuff. Actually, it's not sticky at all. Thus, powdery. Right in the name, but you know. It's just how it goes. Me again, pulling my shirt collar down too far. But yeah, I appreciate you folks. Thanks everyone who tuned into the chat last week. If you're seeing this now, I'm mentioning it early in the set, so I don't forget and say it at the end when we've been chatting for almost an hour. But yeah. So say hi if you're tuning in live to the premiere. There's live chat, and I'm there normally just goofing around. If you got questions, ask them. Yeah, it's cool. It makes my heart swell that more of you are joining. It's cool. It's cool. I like the community and all of it. All of it. We got a in-between set. We got some old, we got some new. I'm gonna go see my granny this afternoon, so we got genuine hardwood toothpicks is on there. I went to the amusement park yesterday. Now, if you can tell by my demeanor, I don't amusement park all that much. Maybe you're like, you look like you do. I'm like, oh, I do. I went on the swan boat. That was really nice. My kind of speed. We went on the gondola. It had like a gondola that went around the park, like a chairlift kind of thing. Stopped 3 times while we're on it. Well, that was my Saturday. I hope yours was cool. I hope your Sunday's gonna be great. Shut up the plow, cover the shields, then awoke to a centimeter. A heart so big, a friend wouldn't stop. Awake so large, 2 graves in need. Add another sorrow song, leaving my lips with a smile for emphasis. Check my ring. For emphasis, check my smile. The wife and I shared a laugh, it's getting time. I write my own sunsets, shrubbery, a sunset on autophagy. Add another sorrow song, leaving my lips with a smile. For emphasis, check my rings. For emphasis, check my smile. the symphony of the insect. Hide the bottle, lock up the dogs, said I can't breathe, call for help. They let it ring 5 times, thought the fault was mixing ones for nines. Add another sorrow song, leave my lips with a smile for emphasis, my rings for emphasis, check my smile. Still cracking jokes at a time like this. Told a funeral man my excavation plans. Said, sorry sir, we're here to help. It's no fixing that, such an ugly mug. Add another sorrow song, leave my lips with a smile for emphasis, check my rings for emphasis, check my smile. You check my rings, I check my smile. I check my rings, you check my smile. We check my rings, we're checking my smile. I check my rings, I check my smile. That had a much more low groove to it than the original very manic version I wrote it at, which was quick. My hair is definitely really greased back this morning. I'm looking like Les Claypool in the early 90s. It's crazy. Before I cut off all those dreadlocks in the late 80s. It's like that one Woodstock video, except he's got a goatee. I sprayed and there's still the mosquitoes. They're like, hey man, you got our fix? So, I guess it's silly an afterthought, but I was gonna make sure Two Green Thumbs was on the set. And I'm like, I'll open with it. And I'm like, that's a pretty quick song. Maybe you don't want to open with that one. Just being silly with myself and my own abilities, which I know better. And then I started with one faster. Doof. This is Two Green Thumbs. You would have found it on Appreciates You, I believe. Sounds about right. Like 2 carrots grown into one, or leaves in petioles braid. So green and serene under sunny skies, but in dead's depth we shine. All the same, all might as well be the nightshade's morning glory face. Sugar stashed in their better selves, it seems to their bitter selves. Bitter selves. Years were speculated up the same gladiolus folds, deep crimson fluorescent seeking structure in a wire wall, blushing like her eyeball rhubarb that stuck, coy, pale, inspired by this lurid accent, love to soak the soil, soak the soil. Our love unfurls and starts to grow right beneath the gardener's toes. A lovely harvest gives to the next, sow their seeds and plants. They're dead, they're dead, full of trees, a compost heap, table scraps and eggshells. Black gold seams as a root tip shoot in a seam panes of ash and soot. Splendid hot walls, dirt and rod, and chance to fix our sails. We fix and sew all we reap, tea bags deep, flowers reap. Our love unfurls and starts to grow right beneath the gardener's toes. About for harvest, gives to the next, store their seeds and plants. 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 Your death, my death, our death. Yeah. This little bee buzzing around my feet. Make sure you didn't become a shoe bee. Wiggity, 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 and get into my shoes. Someday you guys will get sick of all my animated series references. Maybe not. Maybe there's just this weird overlap of people who enjoy my music and animated series. I don't know. Can't rightly be sure. Where are we going next? Yeah. I thought this song was very fitting for this morning. Though it's obviously not winter. And the song is very winterish. I wrote it in the winter. In the winter sets, whenever I'm playing shows, it's like every single one. But I just felt the solitude of this song was really fitting, because I got up super early and everyone is asleep. Left the wife sleeping in one house, everyone's sleeping in the house I'm recording outside of now. So I'm out here. I haven't seen a crow yet this morning, but I'm sure there's one around. I heard a little squeak of like a Cooper's hawk, like a little tiny hawk. It was cute. I was loading up my car, but it was like, but just tiny. Just tiny. So this is Corvidae Ballet. I think I'm going to go right into the next song after it, but I'm not sure yet. And if I do, I have a story for that song too, that I'll try to remember to tell you after both songs. Starting to play Mountain Song. Don't want to do that. Seems the only two souls awake this morning are me and this lonely crow. I'm strolling down the walk this morning and he's picking the snow. And oh, to the lonely crow, all the wisdom he must know. And oh, to the lonely crow, back in time before the snow. Think what I see in him and what he sees in me. Think I've frozen to the touch this morning and he's grinning the breeze. And oh, to the lonely crow, any pain or sorrow he won't show. And oh, to the lonely crow, let's see how far this friendship has come. Teach me, old crow, teach me your ways. Give me a hand I reach for in my slaying days. And a horn to the lonely crow. Any pain or sorrow I mustn't show. And a horn to the lonely crow. Let's see how wrong I was. It threw a subtle call, I heard him clearly say. Any sort of shown will only propagate. And a horn to the lonely crow. His grin affixed my face, it'll show. And a horn to the lonely crow. Through him and I and you, we grow. Too much glue on my fingers. Let us wryly regale your sacrifice life. You pass past your genetic stop signs, shouting the wide rim ones are optional. You're not drinking anymore. Someday you'll drink less. Your body's acute ability to metabolize poison, self-acclimation by mediation. Referring to myself more as we, lowercase I, that's you, that's me. Injecting ourselves until selfless, empathize with the thankless, identifying with the number 5, blood vessels birth beneath your eyes, black zip ties and garbage bags, vignette your bottom lash, vignette your bottom lash. Sobering shame other alcoholics hate you. Blue tape flies when they see your tab is free. Sunday drunks peddling the blood of Christ, facing pity and anonymity, waterboarding with communal wine, trade in the bottle to the usher in the aisle, his basket tax, your denial, baptized in bathtub gin and rye. Referring to myself more as we, lowercase I, that's you, that's me. Interjecting ourselves until selfless, empathize with the thankless, identifying with the number 5, blood vessels birth beneath your eyes, black zip ties and garbage bags, Finny and your bottom lash, Finny and your bottom lash. Woo! Heck yeah! So you probably can see the big goobs on the tips of these fingers. I've talked about it before, but I'm rebuilding up my my design for my fingernail optimal thickness, shape, drag, all of it, all of it. We're working out stuff, we're trying new things. And I admittedly haven't taken a file to the glue afterwards and got them nice and smooth, so now they're just like rubber bumpers. Rubber bumpers. But yeah, so that first one, that was a corvidae ballet, which I might as well say, that was pretty good today. Fine, it was fine. One of the better ones we've had in a while. And then that would have gone into what we have always called Sirius smells of deer. However, this morning, Sirius and I were on the front couple steps, little porch seats of our house facing the very busy roadway. And there's like this drainage ditch between the two. And I think a rabbit was in there. And it just popped up doing its morning thing, came on this side of our hibiscus wall. To be serious, sitting up there on the porch. He cleared all the steps, landed in the yard, bounded again, and was right where the rabbit was. The rabbit was gone, but all the same. So that song this morning is called Sirius Smells a Rabbit. He smelled it after. He saw it first, I'm sure. But then he was snarfing, he was sniffing. He had the snuffleupagus, and his inner snuffleupagus was going. Good morning! The car's in the turnaround. Where are we next? Oh, let's do a new song. Let's do a newer song. So when I first started writing songs a long time ago, 15 years ago when I was a teenager, is that still correct? 17, I'm not trying to do math right now. Yeah, it's correct, like 15 years ago, give or take. A lot of songs I had were with A minor. Just a lot of the songs I was learning at the time also had A minor, so I'm like, yeah, let's just use that. And then I just had a strike. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna use it at all. Until all that time, until this song. And I know I use it in other songs, but I guess I mean start on it, kind of like make dominance of the song with this is the chord. We like to have fun around here. No one's gonna do it for us. Trees grown from the roofs of project housing, for the concrete and the litter to call the space down at ground level. Observational Bronx razor wire. Observational Bronx razor wire. For the 95 supportive chain link fences, holding the bedrock there for safekeeping. Past the Mojo Alley Bridge, I see a single blade from a ceiling fan honking what's left of the shoulder. Left to Queens, Albany. Left to Queens, right, homewards Albany. Frog in my throat. Mosquito on my face too. The walls are coming in. meandering our way back upstate, north of the capital region. Or it surely doesn't count. Empire title died as the Adirondacks weathered down, sharing makeup with the moon, longing loudly neath that faint soul. Wow. I don't know if I bugged a swallow or it just something wasn't right. My allergies have been an uphill battle since we've been doing these last couple of sets. The smoke, I think, is kind of clear, just in time for my allergies to be buggered up elsewhere. But will be glorious. And that was more of a bombastic song too, so it really called for things I hadn't yet delivered in the first, say, 4 songs? First 4 songs, we say. Let's tune up though. Holy smokes, the sun's starting to come out. You know what I did bring today? My sunglasses. But I know we had this discussion before. If I'm facing yonder and the sun is onder, it just comes like kind of behind my glasses. But when I'm playing and just like looking off into anything, I can see now. So, mosquito, just get your business elsewhere. I don't care what extended warranties you're trying to sell me. You just have to give us a down payment of 1 mosquito's body worth of blood, and we'll take care of your car insurance. I don't know, it sounds fishy. Let me get my dragonfly attorney to come check it over. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. No funny business, no funny business. I heard a name for dragonflies was mosquito hawk. And I always thought that was cool. I don't know who else had said it, where it originates. But it's neat. It seems accurate. Alright, some more coffee and then we're going in. We're going in, folks. It was water that was already out there. I didn't get coffee on there again. A few days before December in 1927, a pint of English blood, a quart of Norwegian flair. It's hard to think my granny was born on Dr. Seuss's first wedding day. Top of her high school class, the year they pushed the fat man out of a speeding Enola Gay, following up the melting little boy. All the suitors were Marines, cutting fascist throats to get back to Evelyn. I was engaged, I think, to your papa. We borrowed from his brother a thin-wheeled motorcycle. They taught me how to drive real fast, stationed in mainland China. We took her for a ride, and then we hit a dog. We didn't kill the dog, he got up and ran away. Variety of all things, forms of pleasure. She surely wouldn't feel the same when half of her kids go and take their lives down the street from the cul-de-sac, with a screened-in porch and wicker chairs, metal milk jug, a white plastic axe. They sit all afternoon and chew the fats. Pick your own blueberries, pack a picnic lunch to push the feelings down. Folly generation grace, racism whitewashed a picket fence. All of Sudas are still Marines, geriatric man, better off dead, overseas at 17. I was married more than 50 years to the same abusive man. I let him kick my grandkids around. He beat me if I let him down. Our suburban status quo got way too out of hand. Self-righteous hypocrisy, blood of marriage, God bless the stars and stripes. Yeah. Wow, that first Horkin in anorthosite. It's got my throat all tickly. So we'll talk for a second, and then I will be drinking hot liquids and water. Water. The hemlock has pine cones. Well, coniferous cones. All the same, hemlock cones. All right. Don't fall. Black box warning. Thought she meant middle shelf cardboard wine. Used to sell magic mushrooms in the parking lot of a church, in which I went to preschool. Mixing her a tea stain in a meadow sunshine. Smile with a heavy chest, a backyard spoils. Throw an axe in purple cashmere, hand me down fierce, hand to hand with anxious me. Splendid splendor, ecstatic endeavor, mellow melancholy, splendid splendor, endeavor, mellow, melancholy, mellow, splendor, ecstatic, endeavor, mellow, melancholy. Yeah. No, sorry, I'm all throaty. It's a good thing my fingers don't have throats, I suppose. I guess if you're trying to just anatomically compare anything, you could consider a certain part of your hands throats. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to. Oh, hello again. Had to adjust the throat. Kick it a couple times. With love. But I do hope that everyone's Sunday's going good. It's off to a swell start. Yeah, you got a nice breeze here right now. And a bumblebee. If we really luck out, we'll get a hummingbird flying over here. I don't know. What do we get next? Yeah, okay. Let's do it nice and bouncy today. Flinching while touching cupboard knobs heated by the sun. Attic mouse is squeaking, not allowing the exhaust fan to run. Content to stare at the weed with broken watches, pen and ink outline my watercolor splotches. Finally reaching calmness, only last dregs of dress. Subtle tumble through the queen ant's nest. Vibrating hands are fine unless expressed. Seasonal migration of the 10 18-wheelers, counting grounding exercises for my conversational healer, a galvanized feeding trough. I'm proud of yous and myself, finally gaining the hang of this. A turn of phrase is my only well. finally reaching calmness. Only last dregs of dread, a subtle tumble through the queen ant's nest. Vibrating hands define unless it spreads. Yeah, a nice groovy Sunday morning nata time. What was it? Jess told me a very beautiful palindrome yesterday. It's with wolf, and I can't remember what it is. It's not wolf howl, but it's something very amazing, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty neat. But all right. What are we on next? I hear the critters out there. Sound like they want to tune. See? Over there. Coming in hot now. They really want this one. Okay, guys. This is the woodland critters sing songs about you. Black thistle seed on stiff, stale snow. Bird songs of fairy tales, both age before they grow. A raven finds shiny things, non-denominational wedding rings. Chased by sparrows, confused for crows, found 2 circles of metals below. Phalange bones with fodder stains, tortoise-shelled eyeglass frames. Did infinito sexual greed was reflection compulsion indeed. The way the crow flies, the raven flies too. Dumpster side stories and tales of the two. Grandma corks at the pleasure of told tales of humans who sung of love. Particular one would start each night of the lovers who acknowledge flight. Upon the floor they personified, neath the trees of we their bones still lie. It was mid-flight before it dawned on him. The pair of rings belonged to them. They made it quite clear not to mourn or adorn. Turned back on his wings and made it by morn. With a kick and a scratch and a whip of his wings, soil filled in with more than the rings. Black thistle seed on stiff, stale snow. Bird songs of fairy tales, both age before they grow. I would spend my days wandering through the woods with you. All our evening spent watching the moon roll over Dunham's Bay. Our sugar bowls full of sand and our seconds full serve sweets. Invoke sweet from nothing, let the nectar slowly drip. We go pawing through the earth to find little bits of feed. Our hands so caked in dead crystals form when our arms so sway. I was happiness personified. Pollinators to the pollen, let the moth be your flame. All we leave behind are 2 shovels and a pair of trees. So when we timely die, will there arise the trees of we? In every season, spring, we'll let out our little seeds. In a few rings down the line, we'll have seedlings hold our home. I didn't pop the pee on that drip. Aren't you proud of me? It's just so ingrained, man. Super hard, but I'll stop messing with you. Can't help but smile at the smell of my burning teeth. It'll stay in my nose for more than a few days. Mustache metamorphosed into a beautiful moth to celebrate. I have my wife braid my hair up so tight, finish her off with a jute time bow and a little bit of post-marital. I've been self-medicating since I was in my teens for an undiagnosed bipolar 1 disorder. Fuck it, man, I'm calling up the doc on the morning. Rightly fitted be 2 months before they could see me. Lady laughed and slyly said, how about 2 o'clock? If I can make it until then, I know I can be a better man. I know I can, I know I can. We watch the steps and still we fall. We pinky swore above it all. 2 for 1, we conquer all. We fix our faults, we'd have them all. I've passed 5 college-level chem classes. I understand simple chemical imbalance. Session depressionist is heavy thumb. Let's get on dolphins in tune, my wife said to me. More or less what you made it past 30. Let's see why your check engine's on. watch the steps and still we fall. We think we soar above it all. 2 for 1, we conquer all. We fix the faults, we'd have them all. Joy be all. So I wrote that like a year ago, right when I like trimmed my mustache way up like that. It was super small. Now I'm somewhere in between. I used to have a big old Sam Elliott. If you folks were here from the beginning, you might remember it. Or just look at the cover of Crumholds. Uno mas. A tadpole's tail, a tale to be told. Tincture time, best slime of their soul. Vernal pond dries so the froglets croak. In sadness is the water wick, soil soaked, defeated. Spent too long in the shade, pinning happiness to sunny days. Led in the cloud, take credit for mine. So I built me a weather machine. It runs itself help in my esteem. Germinate for yourself. Shoot out roots, I swear it helps to fill a field with love and care. It starts with self, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. My smile splits a shell. Ladybugs, they fill my sill. Bleached white in the sun. Sea stars, sand dollars, hygroscopic lovers. They're decaying against display, but throwing them back only makes their day. It's your death that they want it this way, and they toy with life in your own hands. So self-serving. Well, the theme changed a little bit on that one. Germinate for yourself. Shoot out roots, I swear it helps to fill a field with love and care. It starts with self, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. If my basement begins to flood, well, I'll pump it out. Run off quenching my peach tree with a similar soak, the narcissus. Puddle jumping, I quiver. Not too fond of sinking, nor can I swim that well, but the weather machine is a submersible in a landlocked lake in a swimming pool. Glass of gin and a drip of drool. Germinate for yourself. Shoot out roots, I swear it helps to fill a field with love and care. It starts with self, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. So we can sow. So we can sow. Woo! It's It's those low ends when I open up my throat. I apologize, but one must persist. Not to the point of damaging, but to be able, if this was a live fire exercise and I was out in the field, you know, on a stage somewhere, people in front of me and I got a frog in my throat, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to do this later. No, we can get this done. Obviously, again, not to damage it. I don't feel like I'm doing too much, just more frog. But enough throat talk for the day. We probably spent 3 minutes doing that. I apologize. I do. Well, folks, that's it. That's the end. That's the end. That's it. That's it. We actually did every single song on the set list. Some of you may have noticed before, I write down like 12, always 12. Sometimes we get talking and it becomes 11. We as an I really get talking 10. We've got it to where it's been like 9 songs, and it's just a lot of chatting, which is needed sometimes, you know. But until I'm not sure. I'll fill you guys in. I'm not sure if I'll be doing one on this Sunday. I have a late 2 shows the day before, and we'll be playing late and out late. But maybe we still will. Maybe it'll just be like a mellow couch show. So we'll see. I'll keep you in the loop. But until then, thank you so much. Get on that newsletter. Go to josephbiss.com. Newsletter, see when the shows are, get your tickets if you're going to be in Troy. Merch. You want more merch? There's merch. Want a vinyl? We got vinyls. But yeah, ta-ta. Thank you so much. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
I was engaged, I think, to your papa.